Now, barely 24 hours after unknown gunmen set the correctional center and police headquarters in Owerri ablaze, a divisional police headquarters in Imo Council area of the same state has been attacked. This latest development is coming a few hours after Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola, and former Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu visited the state to assess the level of damage. When contacted, the Imo State Police Command, Public Relations Officer Orlando Ikoku said they received reports on the development but had yet to officially confirm from the divisional police officer in the area. He, however, requested for more time to get full details of the ugly incident before making a statement. And Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says the government has already increased efforts to nip in the bud the current security challenges. He also condemned the attack on security infrastructure in Imo after seeing firsthand the devastation caused by the invaders. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
This is the Vice President's second visit in 3 weeks. The first was to celebrate Governor Hope Uzodinma's 1 year in office. This time, Professor Yemi Osinbajo has come to inaugurate a 3 kilometers road that will enhance vehicular movement and connectivity within the metropolis. But this visit comes barely 24 hours after the violent attacks on the correctional facility and the headquarters of the police force in Owerri. The Vice President went to see firsthand the damage and destruction done by the group of gunmen he calls hoodlums. At the scene, the visiting VP saw operational vehicles of the Correctional Service and the police burnt down, buildings vandalized, and security officers whose morale has been dampened by the attack. Professor Osinbajo says this is an attack on the well-being and safety of the people.
When you attack institutions of law and order and law enforcement, it's evident that it's not an attack on just those institutions, it's an attack on the welfare and the well-being of the people. Government has already taken steps to enhance security here and in the correctional facility and in the state generally, and that's a continuing process.
At the inauguration of the 3 kilometers road, Governor Hope Uzodinma commended the people of the state, whom he says have endured many years of bad road infrastructure, and promised that development will trickle down to every corner of Imo State.
It is important to reiterate that a good number of the roads we have built have been abandoned by previous administrations for many years. Yet these roads are, practically speaking, the economic artery of our people. As a compassionate government, we did a need assessment when we adjourned office 1 year ago. Thereafter, we decided to privatize these roads to save our people from the choking weight of the alarming infrastructural decay that was their cross before we came in.
Elated residents of the newly rehabilitated Tiger Street tell the Vice President how the road has made the area conducive, habitable, and valuable. The Hope Uzodinma administration's mandate is hinged on reconstruction, rehabilitation, and recovery. But the government will also have to contend with emerging security threats and find better ways to calm frayed nerves of secessionist agitators that are increasingly becoming more vocal in the southeast. The southeast of the country seems to be the latest hotbed for violent crimes and attacks, especially the kind targeted at security officers and critical government infrastructure. There is an eagle-eyed surveillance of the entire region to crack down on the perpetrators of this crime and restore peace to the frightened residents. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Owerri.
Femi joins me now live for more updates on this development. We'll get back to the Vice President's visit shortly. Talk to us about updates on this latest attack on yet another police headquarters in Imo. What do you have?
Well, what we're gathering is the information that has already been put out to the public, that it's becoming the new trend now in not just Imo State, Southeast Nigeria, where security infrastructure, security facility, and other critical government infrastructure are increasingly coming under attack. By some business groups, we know that the one that happened in Imo State, the Inspector General of Police pointed fingers at the proscribed IFOP group. But so far, investigation is still ongoing about the latest attack at Umbano. We are yet to know who is responsible for that. We will wait until the police have finished their preliminary investigation.
We're having issues with your
And
network.
there should be.
But if you can still hear me, quickly talk to us about what you learned from the Vice President's position. Apart from condemning the attacks, is there anything government is doing differently now?
Says that government has praised and is still doing what it should do to protect our lives and property. For him coming to Owerri to see the destruction, the devastation, it was heartbreaking for him, because the last time the country witnessed something like this was during the NSAS crisis, when some police stations were attacked, burnt down, and some others vandalized. There's a sense that this attack on the police station and indeed the correctional facility is an attack on citizens' safety and well-being, because he says that allowing inmates, some of whom are doing the time for crimes committed, allowing them go scot-free puts the life of citizens, innocent citizens, at risk. But he says that the security agencies are on top of it, and again is assuring residents of the state and indeed the region that the government of the state and collaborating with the federal government will do everything possible to ensure that citizens can sleep with their two eyes closed.
So that's correspondent Femi Akonde live for us in Owerri.